Imagine standing before Georgia's parliament building on a crisp December evening, where a simple tree lighting ceremony has become the focal point of intense political turbulence. As tensions rise between protesters and the government, Georgia's complex geopolitical landscape once again steps into the global spotlight. Today we delve into the unfolding drama in Tbilisi. What led to this moment, the historical echoes resonating in the background, and the potential consequences that may shape the country's future and its relationship with both Europe and Russia. For weeks, crowds have gathered outside Georgia's parliament, decrying what they see as an illegitimate presidency. On December 14th, inside the chamber, a new president, Mikhail Kavalashvili, was elected in a single-candidate vote, his tally standing at 224-1. Meanwhile, on the streets below, demonstrators chanted, held their diplomas aloft to mock the president's lack of a university degree, and used footballs to symbolize the former player's political inexperience. The intended holiday cheer of a Christmas tree lighting ceremony was overshadowed by political unrest. To understand today's crisis, we must consider Georgia's past. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Georgia embarked on a journey towards democratic reform and European integration. Landmark events, such as the 2003 Rose Revolution, propelled the country onto a pro-Western path, seeking alignment with the European Union and NATO. But this trajectory has never been straightforward. Over the years, tensions with Russia, its large northern neighbor, have remained a central issue. The 2008 war over the territories of Abkhazia and South Ossetia, coupled with Russia's enduring influence, has kept Georgia in a delicate balance. The governing party, Georgian Dream, founded by billionaire Bidzina Ivanishvili with substantial ties to Russia, has more recently steered the country towards a Kremlin-friendly stance. For many Georgians, this direction runs counter to their long-held aspirations of closer ties with Europe. This current wave of protests erupted when Prime Minister Irakli Kobakadze delayed negotiations on Georgia's EU membership application until 2028, igniting public anger. The move symbolized, for many, a betrayal of the pro-European course. Discontent had already been brewing after an election marred by allegations of vote buying and ballot stuffing, irregularities noted by international observers. Now, ordinary citizens, professionals, IT workers, doctors, teachers, are banding together, demonstrating in Tbilisi, and even in smaller towns where protest culture is relatively new. The current standoff recalls Ukraine's 2014 protests that toppled a pro-Russian government, raising the stakes for Georgian Dream. The ruling party walks a fine line. Too soft a response may embolden protesters, too harsh a crackdown risks escalating unrest into something more explosive. The figure at the center of the constitutional crisis is the outgoing, firmly pro-European president, Salome Zourabichvili. Although largely a symbolic figurehead and now 72 years old, her refusal to step down on the mandated date of December 29 could mark a critical flashpoint. Without a clear, charismatic leader among the demonstrators, Zourabichvili's stance becomes an important moral compass for the movement, if not a guiding force. In response to earlier crackdowns, tear gas, beatings, arrests, the government has shifted tactics. No longer meeting protests head-on, the authorities sometimes retreat, opting to wait out the anger rather than inflame it. Yet rumors persist of unrest among civil servants, and smaller strikes have drawn more citizens into the streets. The nation now teeters between a government hoping that holiday distractions diffuse tensions, and protesters who believe the future of their democracy is at stake. Georgia's situation highlights the complexities of a nation caught between larger geopolitical forces and its own democratic aspirations. Will the protests gain momentum and reshape the political landscape? Or will the government manage to quell dissent quietly? As the year's end approaches, the coming weeks may define Georgia's path for years to come. Will its leaders heed the public's calls for transparency, fairness, and genuine progress towards European integration? Or will the country drift closer into the shadow of its northern neighbor? If this exploration of Georgia's political crossroads intrigued you, consider supporting this channel. Please like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to stay informed on the latest geopolitical developments. And let us know in the comments, what do you think will shape Georgia's future path? Your insights and engagement help foster meaningful discussion in an ever-changing world.